So I wanted to find a way to start this breaking news video, because we all know Ilia Topuria has vacated his featherweight title because he's going to lightweight, possibly to fight Islam Makhachev, which would be a legendary battle. And I'm gonna get into that, but I gotta start off because there's this Instagram page called Tony _has_ died. And it's literally him talking about Lucas Tracy. Now, honestly, I like Lucas Tracy. I like his channel. I think he's got some really good content. Everyone's got some takes that are really good. Even myself, I have some real L takes that a lot of people are going to look at. But this one was done by like a meme, right? And if he beats Lopes, he's the second greatest fighter of all time. He surpasses GSP, talking about Volkanovski. Oh my god. Oh, I'm crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, that is legendary. Cause I mean, I don't know if he really said that. That's all alleged. But if that's true, I have to heavily disagree with that statement. No disrespect, Lucas Tracy. I respect what you do. I like your stuff, man. But I'm trying still not to swear. And I really have a don't hate, appreciate policy. But no, I don't think he's going to surpass GSP. Now, if Volkanovski wins the title against Lopes, because those are the guys that are fighting, then I think Volkanovski no longer has that aura around him of fighter who took every fight. Now the miles are coming down on him. I honestly would have to say Volkanovski would be my underdog for that vacated spot. And Lopes on the tear he's on. If he brings the hands he brought to that Ortega fight, knowing where Volk's chin's at right now, I think Lopes is the future champion, and then a defense against Movzar just to stamp that out would be really awesome. But, man, featherweight right now when it comes to title fights, man, they had such potential with Ilia Topuria versus Diego Lopes, and then Ilia Topuria versus Movzar first. And you know what? Sometimes it is timing. I understand Ilia Topuria wants to get out while he's young. He's being smart about it. He doesn't want to stick around all the time. He's saying a lot of the stuff that Conor McGregor said, how it's like he wants dominant finishes because he doesn't want to take that damage. And you know what? That's all good. And you know what? I was hoping in a perfect world we'd see Ilia Topuria be active against Lopes and Movzar, beat both those guys, and then Islam beats Arman Sarukian and Charles Oliveira. But since Arman has gotten pulled from that fight, we don't have this the same aura of like the two most dominant champions at the time going at against it, because this would be way more compelling than honestly Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. A lot of people are going to think that I'm crazy for that, but Eddie Alvarez, he wasn't around for too long holding that belt before Conor came and took it. So to see two guys that have been dominant in their division, yeah, we had Volkanovski versus Islam when Islam first got the belt, but it just showed that Islam's he's very hittable and he's beatable. So for Ilia Topuria to see those things, right, and see that he could KO Volkanovski like that, and he's vacating his title, though, shows just where Ilia Topuria's mind's at. He doesn't want two belts at once. I think he's just like, I already had the featherweight one. It's a belt, okay? It's material. It's all good. He seems someone who's rather spiritually inclined. Just be like, I don't need a belt around my waist to prove anything. I'm moving up to 155 to challenge Islam Makhachev today. And I think, honestly, they're going to fast-track that. Like I said, it's not the build-up I was expecting, but it's something I could definitely work with because I know Islam could still win this fight, but I'm going to be real, with the title defenses circumstances have thrown against him, like Moicano, it has died down that aura. And you know what? It's at nobody's fault, not even Islam. He couldn't control that. I'm not coming down on him, but I would just like to see Islam be built into this giant Goliath of a lightweight that Ilia Topuria can go after. And, we're going to get something like that. But now the aura around this fight is Ilia Topuria dominant. I honestly have him kind of as a favorite right now. Because if Islam sleeps on Ilia Topuria in any way, shape, or form, now obviously there was a clip where Bryce Mitchell and Ilia Topuria fought where Ilia was getting taken down by Bryce. It shows that you can take Ilia Topuria down. He is wrestleable, and that's what these Dagestanis are known for. But these Georgians just tend to have the kryptonite for Dagestan right now. So is he going to be able to work on his wrestling, keep the fight standing, where it is definitely going to be in Ilia Topuria's ballpark to KO Islam somehow? It's a very compelling matchup, and honestly, I really hope they go right into a title fight. Now, if he doesn't do it, which is going to be the most likely, but there's always room for doubt, who would be a first good matchup for him? Maybe what if he takes on Arman Sarukian and says, hey, you know what, me and you go now, and then if I beat you, I get next for the title shot. Or he goes against Oliveira and smashes Oliveira. I think Ilia Topuria could definitely beat both those guys. We'll have to wait and see. Size difference. But like I'm saying, when I see Ilia Topuria give up his belt, just kind of like he already said, I'm the undefeated featherweight champion before he even took on Volkanovski. His confidence is unshakable. He knows he could beat some guys at 155, and I think he knows that he has what it takes to beat Islam Makhachev. So seeing him vacate this belt is showing him that, you know what, he's got full-blown confidence in his ability, and I honestly think, like, now that I saw him versus Volkanovski, the first one, I think it's safe to say that, you know, that confidence, I'm a buyer of it. I'm a believer in it. And you know what? I'm not saying this just to be a contrarian, but I think there's a really awesome shot that Ilia Topuria is going to shock the world, and the Georgians are going to be the ones to dethrone the Dagestanis as the number one country in mixed martial arts. But we'll have to wait and see. But I don't want to go on for too long. This is wild, and it gives definitely a boost in the aura of the fight that it hasn't gotten yet. You know, the aura of this fight, like I said, it diminished. But when he gives up that belt, it's so small, but it's just like, yeah, that's a tell that Topuria is ready to go. He's getting in serious mode. And this is what I like to see. Action, not just talk. But peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.